Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we defeated Albel, and this time we've returned to Aquaria. Now we're going to move into the Shrine of Kaddan shortly. However, if you entered this house after doing the Rebel and Rumina side quest earlier in the game, and you've come back after meeting Blair and all them in 4D space, we now have access to their ultimate shop in the game, which has the same items as the Retail Rabbit's ultimate shop, though I don't know why that one isn't working for me. Anyway, this has the best viable items in the game, which aren't as good, for the most part, as the ones we can item create. She, unfortunately, still has something that shoots balls of ice, so that sucks. And something I didn't realize, there's actually a better factor-free weapon for Maria, so we're going to actually buy one of those. Saint's Halberd is an axe for Roger, Biter for the two knights, or the two sword wielders. I'm assuming Albel can use it as well. Crest Gauntlet is worse than the Mithril ones that we already have. Lunatic Shoes are for Pepita. The Adept Staff is better than anything else we have, but I won't be using her, so I'm not going to waste the money. We can buy Battle Armor here if you want it. You can also get Battle Chainmail if you want it, which is the best viable piece of armor for the ladies. Or, well, it's not all ladies, it's Albel as well, but it's the medium armor wielders. That's an option if you want it. It's better than their elemental leathers, but I also get the elemental halving of all the damage, so that's useful in its own right, so I think I'm just going to stick with that. You could buy these two if you want more base defense. Wizard robes if you care for the mages, and that's pretty much it. So basically I just needed to buy the gravity laser, so I'm going to do that. And if you talk to Rumina up here, a strange lady came to the house, all sorts of items, and asked us to buy it. And she asked only to sell it to you. I have a feeling that was Blair. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming so. But yeah, so she still gets to make a little bit of a profit, and we get ourselves some new items. With that being said, I'm going to equip the there you are. Gravity laser. It's better than the particle laser that I made already, but oh well. At least to show you how to make it. You can make that probably earlier in the game. Not much earlier though, because I think you really need Meryl in order to have a decent chance. I think you have like 4% chance before getting Meryl, so it's really not worthwhile. Maybe it's a little higher, maybe it's 10. Either way, not worthwhile. It just takes too much effort. Now, as you can see, I have leveled up Mirage substantially since she came in at level 30. I've cut her to 43. She was gaining 2 and 3 levels in some battles with triple experience on. In addition to that, I gave her the additional experience Mithril Gauntlets that I synthesized earlier in the game. And in addition to that, I used the books that I had to give her combat training, and I put that on. So she's not doing much in battles, but she is gaining a lot of experience. This is what I've done with her stats so far, her status, skills, skill points, whatever they are. So yeah, up these, want to get attack and defense pretty high, pretty quick, but right out the gate, focus on HP and MP. You can always control her and keep her in the back while she's gaining levels. Pretty much all you really need to do there. So, after all that jazz, we might as well move into the area. So for now, this is going to be my team. Doesn't really matter. Basically, I'm gaining a couple of levels with Maria, Cliff, and Nell, and then swapping them through, cycling them through, so that not one of them gets super high in front while the others catch up. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing there. I've also switched Nell's setup because the computer is AI, can't control the whirlwind build very well, so instead of using that, I'm just giving her ice daggers at long range. For a while I was actually controlling her, but right now I'm going to control Mirage because it keeps her away from too much damage. There's not a lot of stuff. Let's talk to Mirage there. Yep. Extremely powerful life forms. Yeah. We must prepare thoroughly. And by that we need to just, walk right in because we don't need to do too much preparing. There are a number of bosses in the upcoming areas in the Sealed Cavern and in Kaddan itself, so do be prepared for that. If you need to buy some additional items, I would do that. Let's see, I'm going to go this way because this should be a faster route. I think. No, it's not the faster route. That's my bad. That's the first time we go there. That's the only route we can take. Now we have a faster route, and I'm going the wrong way. That's great. Now, do be careful. The bosses around here, they do tend to absorb a lot of elements, and as you can see, the enemies are now more powerful. Now, I haven't shown off all of the enemies outside yet, and I'm not sure if I want to, because there's not really all that much to them. They are who they are. I'm using Aerial Assault with her now. I was using Hammer of Might before. She's basically like a clone of
with the divine guidance of Apris.
Cliff for the most part. She equips the same weapons. She has a similar fighting style. If you look out her skills, I haven't really shown them off. Yeah, she comes with a bunch of junk. Basically, the early stuff, Hammer of Might and Sphere of Might, and that's about it. And eventually you learn increase HP, increase MP, Electronic Fist, Aerial Assault, which is better for her than it is for Cliff because she has nothing better to use at this point. And she gets Charge and Aerial, and the basic stuff that you would expect everyone to get. She gets no guard as well. For the most part, don't worry too much about what she's using at this point. She's too low level to do all that much, so I wouldn't worry. Once she gains a few levels, she'll be far more effective. We do have... I've probably already fought this guy. Oh no, he's slightly different.
Let's give it our best.
Yeah, Aerial Assault is something that's close range as opposed to far range, which is why I didn't brought it before. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And she also got Crescent Locust, and Nell's leveling up too. That's nice. Characters are leveling up pretty fast because of triple experience.
Looks like a good fight.
Ow. Huh.
And I thought we were in for a
Oh, well, we're getting money too. That's always good. The enemies are basically just more powerful. I don't think they do anything. Oh, I can't go through there. Oops. Where is the exit? The exit is up here. Okay, you may want to use that save point. In fact, I am going... See you in a moment. Okay, after being jumped by that guy, we are back. Now, a lot of the upcoming bosses are immune to water or wind, which are the two elements that I've been able to make use of with Nell up until now. However, in some of the recent battles here, I have actually leveled her up, and she has learned her ultimate, well, the ultimate one she can learn by leveling anyway, battle skill, and that is the Mighty Mirror Slice. Now, Mirror Slice is something that has happened in pretty much every, well, in both this Star Ocean and the previous one, and presumably the next one as well. Yeah, so Mirror Slice is very powerful, very useful for her, and it's non-elemental, so I don't have to worry about that. Shockwave is good, what's called cancel fodder. Basically, you use something that costs a low amount of fury in the short, or on the X button, and something powerful on the circle button. That way you do lots of damage, and you can use that quickly and cancel up to a 300% bonus on this skill. So that's how I'm going to have her set up for now. I've also upped some of her HP there a little bit. So that's done. And what else? I also learned the first decent spell that you get in the game, Explosion, and it's actually one of the good ones. There basically are ones that are not worth using, and then there are good ones. Explosion is Fate's, and I think you learned that in that last battle there. He could be useful with this. Again, I hate symbology. It's just not useful. Most of the enemies in the upcoming area are immune to all elements anyway, so I'm not even going to bother trying it. Now, one thing that's kind of funny, Fate is level 60, Nell is 54, Mirage is 46, attack power, just shy of 1500, 1570, 1300. My lowest level character has the highest attack stat of all the characters I have right now. As far as what I've got equipped, she's still got increased that. Definitely give her a blue talisman. Because of the elemental damage on here, I gotta take that off, so she's stuck on a laser weapon for now. Pretty much all set up and ready to go. So now we can move on. And... wait a minute, I've seen this scene before. Though, it's a little different this time. Yeah, we already defeated the boss here the first time. Now, we get the eyeball dude from Zelda. Somewhat, anyway. Anyway, there's not much to this guy. He's got a lot of HP. No battle trophies, so I'm not worried. I'm gonna keep Mirage back. And hopefully, yeah, kind of be careful. Mirror Slice, as you can see, it does lightning damage, or it looks like lightning. It also looks like a fireball, but it doesn't actually do, you know, wind damage, lightning damage, or anything like that. And I lost it. That was bad. That's what happens when I try and get involved. That does quite a bit of damage, so be aware of that. I'm not worried about the battle trophies because there are none for this fight. Run away. Might as well join in on the damage now that I've already pooped it. Ouchie. Yeah, stay out of there. Might as well use the right berries, since I have so many of them. And you can heal to their smell. Ow! Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the fight itself. It's just the irritatingness of, oh damn, I missed out on lots of experience.
I owe it all to you guys. With the divine guidance of Apris.
Nothing too important. Now that I've done that, I've pretty much balanced everybody out as far as levels goes. Definitely stock up on blackberries before coming in here. The enemies at this stage in the game use a lot of MP damage and it really hurts. So often how you end up dying. Let's see, levels are pretty well balanced between all of them. Oh well, I could actually take Fate right out of the party, but there are some other bosses coming up that I'll want him for. Now, if you remember earlier in the game, I avoided picking up some synthesis materials in here. And now, if you take a look at my items, I have room for one more, and there's two in there. Plus, I think there's another one I can get somewhere in this area with the Ring of Disintegration now that I have it. So I'm not going to get those now. I'm going to leave them there for now. But we will be doing some synthesizing once I get out of here. Anyway, there's nothing that we can do with the, what is it? The Ring of Disintegration on the first floor here. However, there are things we can do on the next floor. And as you can see, enemies have been upgraded here as well. We have these guys. These guys suck. And as you can see, they're pretty much just as powerful as I am at this stage, based on the bonus gauge there. Aerial assault. Ow. Got my bonus gauge back there. Aerial Assault's nice because it does MP damage as well. I have the Zerk on with her, but I don't have, what is it? I also have combat training, and that triples Fury expenditure, so you can't really use it all that effectively, so I can't chain it or anything. This guy's new as well, so we'll show off him.
No choice.
As you can see from Mirror Slice, she does hit quite a few times, assuming she hits at all. Dodge out of there. Dodge that. Don't dodge that, apparently. I'm going to get out of the way, and I am going to use blueberries on you. You do realize how overleveled I have been up until now.
That was easy.
Yeah. This kind of shows, again, with the difficulty spike in the game, it's just all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to save up and heal, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, I did spend a little bit of time off screen because, well, we've kind of seen this before too. This time we don't have a Crystal Knight dude to fight against. We have two of these guys. Now, this fight is somewhat difficult. Wait for them to do their first attack there, and then start spamming, unfortunately, I did not accomplish it. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them now. There's only supposed to be 2 of them. But basically, the idea is to start spamming sidekick. And whatever. Would you stop that? I'm not even gonna keep this, so I don't care. But if you set it up right, you can sidekick them and avoid their attacks and get both in, like, you know, 20-30 seconds. So I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I'll be able to show off a far more not dead version of beating this boss.
Here we go.
Alright, take 3. Okay, you did 0 damage, so that shouldn't mean anything. Just keep kind of spamming. Kind of getting behind them sometimes works. And did I just do it? There we go. Yeah. Sometimes the boss fight goes really easy like that, and other times it goes real pain in the ass.
I feel stronger already.
Anyway,
What do you think of me now?
as you can see with Mirage, she's kind of a cross between Cliff and now she's getting skills that Maria has as well. She has access to both types, and actually triple kick is somewhat decent for her if you want to use it. I'm going to stick with aerial assault because I actually like that one. I find it's quite useful because it does MP damage as well. But you can pretty much do whatever you want. And I gotta start the timer again. Okay, now that we've gotten here, there's a bunch of stuff and some new enemies. There's a bunch of stuff that we can do. We've got one of those guys to deal with. Don't fight those rolling balls. I'm not sure if they're really annoying here or if it's somewhere else, but they're really annoying somewhere, and I just avoid fighting them altogether. I'll fight one of them later. I don't need to worry about that. And as you can see, now that we have access to Ring of Disintegration, we can destroy a lot of this stuff and get a crap ton more of the map that we didn't have access to before. So I'm going to make sure I do that, in addition to grabbing a bunch of treasure that we also didn't have access to before. Ah, look at that. Enchanted Pen. Yeah, you couldn't get this until you got that, the Ring of Disintegration, obviously. And that is the item that makes it easier to do item creation for writing. So that's very helpful to have. I'll be doing some writing when I get out of here. Unfortunately, you can't destroy these big things, but you can destroy a lot of this excess junk here and collect little bits of the map, which we already have completed, but oh well. Compounding elixirs that I don't need. More so, let's just get some treasure here. Magical berries. Money! What else do we have in here? Can I make it through this door? No, I can't make it through that door. Okay. Alright, let's not get useless junk items that I don't need. Let's just run back real quick, and there are some more items that we can gather while we're in here. The important one is the Enchanted Pen. There's also some synthesis materials in here as well. Alright, let's show them off. Get in the way. There's a bunch of different colored guides. Ow! I am going to get you out of danger. At least Nell seems smart enough with the AI now to run away and heal herself. I'll stand guard. There we go. Get rid of that one. And get rid of that one.
My condolences to the losers.
Okay. So, yeah. For the most part, just kind of dodge lots of these enemies. I'm not gonna... Really? Am I going the wrong way again? Yes, I am. Alright. This is where I want to go. Get out of the way. I don't want to fight you. Thank you. Alright, you want to see this? There you go. It's a trap. I said don't bother with it before because it was a trap, but yeah. Woo, dodge. But yeah, I did kind of want to show it a little bit. There are some items over here, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I got hit because I was standing too close. Cooking ingredients. Woot. There we go. Dodge that. And what do we got here? Synthesis materials. Knew there was one around here somewhere. You can get all of these destroyed. I'm not sure if any of the other ones lead to items or not, but I'll check just the same. No, they do not. Okay. Now. There might have been one more item. Give me a sec. Okay, there is one more item on this floor, and I do want to get it. I just somehow must have walked right past it. So let's go back here. It's actually... No, I don't want to fight you. It's in this room here. Ooh, where is it? Ah! Not in that one. There it is. Fate says it was easy. I say it was annoying because I was trying to get blueberries. Whatever. I got the item anyway. So now we can move on to the next floor. Now we've collected all the items. It was those ones. The yellow ones in particular are extremely powerful. Stay away from them. They are way too much powerful for this point. The difficulty spike, it really is kind of ridiculous. I guess it's really easy to level grind at this point in the game if you need to, which you probably do. Another Guardian. This one we can get a battle trophy for as well, and I forgot to make a save ahead of time, so hopefully I can do it correctly, otherwise I'll have to redo the previous fight as well. This one's rather difficult to do as well, so I may end up getting screwed. The other one that we fought, let's just hit him with a bomb right now.
This doesn't look too good.
The other one against those other guys, the dark armors there. Would you... Seriously, game? Ah, God, I hate this guy so much. We need someone to stun lock him, and unfortunately I don't have clip in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the fight. Unfortunately, yeah, the other two that I was trying to talk about, when this guy won't stop pissing me off, they only have 6,000 MP, so if you want to do that, you can use a couple of MP bombs, or 3 of them, and be done with it. You do have to kind of lock them in place, otherwise it's just impossible to get the battle trophy. I don't even... Oh, look at that, we actually got the one within a minute. Anyway, I'm going to redo this boss fight, and I will see you in a moment. Okay, there are some decent strategies for trying to defeat this guy with, you know, either one or the other within a minute or without taking damage, but there aren't very many good ones for taking all of, you know, both of those in one attempt. So I'm going to cheese my way through it. He's only got 10,000 MP for these ES hybrid explosives, and I've got the battle won. I just wanted to have 2 people in the fight that could stun lock him. And it should be 4 of them. I don't know why it wasn't. Sometimes I think in this fight they miss. I don't know how that works, but I had to use 1 extra one. No big deal. I can make them easily now. Anyway, we get the 2 battle trophies. This battle is relatively difficult to do if you're not trying to cheese your way through it. At least if you're trying to get these battle trophies. So that's one way of doing it, especially if you're under-leveled. That would be a really effective way of doing it. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Next time, we will fight a bunch more enemies, including whatever the hell is over there and over there. And we will grab a few more items and make our way to the Sacred Orb. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.